Genoa City. If you thought last week's fireworks were just a warm-up, buckle up. Based on the early spoilers flowing in for the week of March 16th through March 20th, The Young and the Restless is about to descend into a fascinatingly dark chapter. We are tracking two major emotional supernovas set to detonate: the psychological torment of Jack Abbott and a terrifying descent for Adam Newman that threatens to shatter his family. While Victor Newman, Eric Bredin, sits in his penthouse believing he's playing 4D chess, the collateral damage is piling up. And this week, the bill comes due. Here is your creative forecast for the drama ahead. The torment of Jack Abbott, a psychological breaking point. Let's start with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, who is currently Victor's guest in captivity. Early spoilers use the word tormented to describe Jack's state, and we suspect that is putting it mildly. While Victor is likely coordinating the business end of this hostage crisis from his office, Jack is left in a confined space with one of the most unpredictable women in Genoa City, Patty Williams, Stacy Haiduk. Now, we initially heard that Patty was trying to prove she had changed, taste testing Jack's food to ensure it wasn't drugged. But let's be real, being held captive by your former stalker is a unique kind of hell, no matter how redeemed she claims to be. The creative angle. Expect the show to lean heavily into the psychological thriller aspect of this setup. Jack is a man who prides himself on his eloquence and control. Trapped in a room, dependent on a woman who once kidnapped him, we are going to see a side of Jack we rarely get to see: raw vulnerability and simmering terror. The torment won't just be physical confinement. It will be the mental torture of relying on Patty's fragile stability for his survival. But the fallout won't stay in that locked room. It's going to travel straight to the Newman Ranch and hit Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, like a freight train. Nikki's sobriety setback. The spoilers hint at a massive shakeup in the Newman marriage, and it centers on Nikki's reaction to Jack's danger. For months, Nikki has been trying to play peacemaker, begging Victor to stand down. She threatened divorce before, only to be charmed back under his spell. But this is different. When Nikki discovers the full extent of Victor's actions, that Jack is being held against his will, that Victor is leveraging a human life for a company, her famous composure might finally crack. The early speculation suggests this could drive Nikki back to the bottle. Imagine the devastating irony. Victor, who claims to do everything for his family, might be the one to push his wife off the wagon. If Nikki reaches for a drink to numb the guilt and horror over Jack's fate, it will fracture the Newman family in a way that no business takeover ever could. This isn't just a marital spat. This is potentially the destruction of Nikki's sobriety, and Victor will have no one to blame but himself. Adam goes dark. The Vegas gamble. While Jack is trapped in a room, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, is about to trap himself in a prison of his own making. Following the chaos with Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, Adam is heading to Las Vegas. But this isn't a pleasure trip. Early spoilers ominously state that Adam is about to get tangled up in some Vegas horror that will fundamentally change him, drawing him back toward his more sinister impulses. The creative angle. Adam has been in a good place lately. He has Chelsea, Melissa Claire Egan. He's trying to be a present father to Connor, Judah Mackey, and he's been a reluctant hero, helping Nick, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Case, investigate Matt. But the Newman family has a dark gravity, and it seems Adam is about to be pulled back into the event horizon. What is this Vegas horror? It could be a direct confrontation with one of Matt Clark's associates. It could be a trap set by an old enemy. But given the wording, it sounds less like a business deal and more like a survival scenario. We might see Adam forced to use his old, ruthless skills, the ones he developed fighting for survival in the prison yard and the corporate jungle, just to get out alive. The real tragedy, however, is waiting for him back home in Genoa City. Collateral damage. The destruction of the Newman nuclear family. The scariest part of Adam's trajectory isn't what happens in Vegas, it's what happens after. The spoilers suggest that upon his return, Adam may not feel like the same man Chelsea recommitted to. The Connor conundrum. Here is where it gets heartbreaking. Adam's greatest source of strength is also his greatest vulnerability, his love for his family. If the Vegas incident convinces Adam that he is irredeemable, that the monster is still inside him, his instinct won't be to fight. It will be to protect his loved ones from himself. That means pushing Chelsea away. That means isolating himself from Connor. And for a child like Connor, who already struggles with OCD and anxiety, the sudden emotional withdrawal of his father could be catastrophic. The show has done a phenomenal job handling Connor's mental health struggles. To see that progress undone by Adam's self-destructive spiral would be gut-wrenching television. If Adam breaks up his family to save them, he will inadvertently cause the very trauma he is trying to prevent. The supporting players. What to watch? Phyllis's power play. Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, is trying to play hero by offering Victor Chancellor in exchange for Jack and Lily's freedom. But this is Victor we're talking about. You can bet he has a loophole ready to exploit. Phyllis might end up handing over the company and getting nothing in return. The Matt Clark aftermath, with Matt now on the scene, his connection to Sienna, Tamara Braun, and his threats against Noah, Lucas Adams, aren't going away. Adams' investigation into Matt might actually be what triggers the Vegas trip, tying the two major storylines together in a dangerous knot. Final verdict. The week of March 16th promises to be a study in contrasts. On one side, we have Jack, physically trapped but fighting to keep his sanity. On the other, we have Adam, physically free but walking willingly into a situation that will trap his soul in the darkness. For Nikki, the week represents a fork in the road. Will she stand by her man, or will Victor's actions finally push her past the point of no return, destroying her sobriety and her marriage? One thing is for sure in Genoa City, when Victor Newman swings his weight around, he doesn't just bend the business world, he breaks the people he claims to love. Stay tuned to Genoa City Dispatch for daily recaps and reactions to the fallout. The drama never stops in the Midwest.